Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing excellent. I just want to thank Hans Zimmer, who I think is, I have a lot of film composers I love. If you don't know who he is, he did Superman, the Dark Knight trilogy, The Lion King. I mean, come on, you've seen The Lion King, and he's done Interstellar, Inception, Christopher Nolan's films. Anyway, the guy is absolutely amazing. I really look up to him. I think he's phenomenal. And he just did a live Q&A. And this guy who's just this immense talent, if you haven't heard his music, look him up, Hans Zimmer. I'm sure you know who he is. For those of you who don't, you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't look him up. But he just did this live Q&A, and I was having a glass of wine with dinner, and I was listening to it, and I didn't plan on making a video tonight, but I have a marker board in my kitchen. In case I want to write some ideas down. I used to have a painting here, but I put the painting in my bedroom, so a marker board would be better. Anyway, he said some things that really surprised me, and I think I wanted to share with you that you could maybe take away, things I took away from him, which I wrote down. One is, he said he writes every day, even if it's shitty. I doubt what he writes is ever really shitty, but he said that he writes every single day. And he said John Williams, who is like the grandfather, amazing composer, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, you know who he is, that John Williams does the same thing, you write every day. So I'm also a film composer, so obviously that directly applies to me. And I just started writing a screenplay, so that applies to that and my pop dance music. And if you're working on something, I think even if it's unartistically related, you get the point, which is, like dabble in it every day, even if it's not your best work, because eventually it's kind of like, I think, sifting for gold in like, how they used to find gold with those, you know what I mean, alright? Where you have to go through a lot of dirt to find gold. Another really neat thing he said is, he said he goes to parties sometimes still, and people will ask him, oh, what do you do, for a living? And he'll say, oh, I'm a musician. And they'll chuckle at him and go, no, but what do you do for money? And, this guy's worth millions, and I don't even know what his net worth is, but it's millions and millions of dollars. And it just cracks me up. And he's so humble about it. He doesn't go, you don't know who I am, because he's that kind of a nice guy. But anyway, that's funny. And he said, never listen to people who tell you no. Now, Hans Zimmer is one of the top film composers in the world, someone super successful on many levels. And I'm noticing that the most successful people will encourage people that are kind of climbing up the ladder to do the same thing. It's only people that have quit that tell you to stop following your dreams. So don't listen to people that say don't do it. That's what he said, and I think that's pretty cool. Oh, this is an interesting one. So everyone tells him he works too much, he said. So I'm noticing with a lot of people that have accomplished great things, they almost, if you're a therapist out there watching this, you could say it's an obsessive amount of work, an obsessive amount of work ethic, but, I think sometimes that's what it takes to get something great out. So he said everyone tells me he works too much. Let me see what else he said. Oh, this was a really cool one that I took away. He said, don't be afraid to throw away the bad music. So if you do something you don't like, don't be afraid to throw it away. He said, because if you're in the creative business, you can always write more or do more. Or if you're in a business, I think the way that can relate to you is if you have an idea and the next day you realize you're not really in love with that idea, throw it away. You'll have another idea. The mind is creative and the imagination is endless. You can always come up with another idea. What else did he say? Yeah. I think that's, so roll up your sleeves and just do it. So, he said you can only write these big pieces of music one note at a time, and I think that applies to everybody, even if you're not a musician, which is you can only do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. And this is coming from a guy who's done, I think, over 100 films successfully, and is world renowned. So I think we can all take a lot of advice from this guy, especially myself. I hope you got something out of what he said. And anyway, I'm Quentin Fielding. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Check out Hans Zimmer music. And then check out my music. The links below on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, everything like that. It's to my pop dance music, but if you want to hear any of my film composing music, just type Quentin Fielding into YouTube and check out my composer reel. You can hear more of the orchestral soundtrack stuff. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful night, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Bye.